I once made a comparison between certain aspects of the way economic policy is done and the way that modern warfare is done. Modern warfare has tried to dehumanize, to take out the sympathetic element. So you drop bombs from 50,000 feet, you don't know who they're landing on, you don't see the damage, you're flying very high up, and it's almost like a video game. Where modern warfare, you talk about body counts, dehumanizes the whole process. It's the same thing in economics, where you talk about statistics and don't think about the people that lie behind those statistics. The Washington consensus was a consensus between the U.S. Treasury, the IMF, the World Bank, three Washington institutions, about what was the best strategy for economic development. It argued that the best way for countries to grow was to liberalize, reduce trade barriers, and to privatize. And over the years, the IMF, the World Bank, the U.S. Treasury all pushed this doctrine of privatization on developing countries. The IMF and the World Bank gave a set of loans, particularly in the 80s, that were called structural adjustment. The theory behind it was that the economies needed some assistance as they went through the adjustment of the structure to liberalize and to privatize. But the problem with them was that there were very strong conditions imposed. Countries were told to get this money, they out education or health or other expenditures that were really quite vital, enormous cost to many of the developing countries. I think the reason was basically ideological, and there were, of course, some interests that there was money to be made in the process of privatization. For instance, part of the privatization was that there were many water concessions. The companies that provided water to people, and those were natural monopolies. That is to say that there's only one firm that provides that. When you privatize, you can sometimes raise the price, generate enormous amount of profits. And so there were a few companies that saw the profit opportunity, pushed the IMF, the World Bank, to push these privatization initiatives. Modern economic science has identified a huge range of these instances where markets don't work. The old view that markets necessarily lead to efficiency is just wrong. Sometimes the reason that the invisible hand, which is the way Adam Smith talked about it, the market leads as if by an invisible hand to economic efficiency, the reason the invisible hand seems invisible is that it's not there. So the IMF has been wedded to this ideology, partly because it's wedded to a particular part of the political spectrum, wedded in part to special interest, has taken a particular perspective that doesn't reflect modern economic science. But unfortunately, it's trying to sell it as if it were economic science.